Transparency International Canada has been studying vulnerabilities in the environmental assessment process of Ontario, British Columbia, and the Yukon Territory. This study has uncovered 38 risks that may hinder transparency and accountability in the EA process. TI Canada used the Mining Awards Corruption Risk Assessment tool to assess transparency and accountability gaps in the EA process of the 3 studied jurisdictions. With this framework, TI Canada mapped the EA process in each jurisdiction and compared how the process is on paper versus how it works in practice. To understand the process in practice, researchers conducted 128 in-depth interviews and focus group meetings. TI Canada then measured risks in terms of likelihood and impact. The risks and their scores were validated in additional focus group meetings. There were 3 main risks present in all 3 jurisdictions. The minimal or lack of publicly available disclosure of the rationale of a given ministerial decision undermines transparency, especially if the final ministerial decision is different from recommendation by ministry technical experts. The delegation of the decision-making power to ministries or departments that have dual roles in promoting and regulating mining leads to possible conflicts of interest and can reduce public confidence in an EA process. Community, civil society, and consultant interviews highlight ineffective consultation as a critical risk. Indigenous community consultations are especially far from being meaningful. In Ontario, the main risk is that mining projects are often assessed comprehensively, but in separate parts through class assessments. As a result, the public does not know and the government could not consider the cumulative impacts of a project. In British Columbia, the self-screening practice carried out by proponents that lead to splitting a project or an expansion to avoid an EA. In the Yukon, it was observed that the public is not provided with opportunities to comment on decision documents. Stakeholders often find it difficult to follow how final decisions are made and how potential areas of disagreement with other government departments are addressed. TI Canada recommends that all 3 jurisdictions should transfer responsibility for mining promotion to government agencies working with economic development to ensure the unbiased assessment of projects. All 3 jurisdictions should develop criteria to assess public consultations and create procedural guidance for meaningful consultations in the EA process. For the full Accountable Mining Research reports, visit our website.